Hey everyone, today is Father's Day and Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion Day as of the time that I'm recording this. I just posted our review and I am super appreciative for all the support that everyone's given. Everyone is super excited about Jaws of the Lion, but one of the things that I continually see as I'm checking all the different forums for people's reactions to the game is how to get it all back into the box. And since I've had a chance to play 8 games of it so far and get everything that comes in the box back in the box each time, I figured I'd just show you how I store mine in a super casual, easy to put together video so I can get it up quickly and you don't all rapidly throw out all of your inserts. Or, I mean, if you want to do that, go for it. But here's how I do it. Okay, so as you can see, this is the box and there's no extra lip here or anything. Everything closes tightly and secure. So as I open this up, I'll show you what I got. I'm going to try to avoid as many spoilers as I can, but there may be some stickers on a map. I guess that's just a consequence of this, but you won't really have anything highlighted. So here we have the 2 paper books on top, as well as the paper pamphlet, because I never get rid of stuff like that. We have the sticker sheet, and then we have the map. So the map is a hard, flat piece of cardboard that is pretty much the exact dimensions, minus a couple millimeters on the side here, of the box itself. And then I have the spiral-bound books. Because they have the spirals, they actually take up a little bit more space on the left-hand side over here than the right-hand side. I actually use that to kind of even things out based off of the component tray that comes with this thing, the removable component tray, which is super nice. So this has directions in the rulebook on how to store everything within it. But you have your damage tokens, your money, your status effect tokens, elements, identifiers for any special points of interest on the map. You have your traps, and then you also have destroyed obstacles over here. And so this thing, I just keep on the right-hand side, and then we'll actually get to the contents of the box. Okay, so in here you can see that I have the 4 dials divided up into 2 sets. I have one that goes over kind of the monster area as well as the cards. Kind of has a nice slot for it there. I think it's designed so that all of these could go right here, except for all the baggies of the monster stuff keeps on elevating it and didn't make things look nice. So I divided them up this way. Now here's the one consolation that I had to make in order to make everything fit, is that you'll notice that my minis are actually loose inside of this tray in order to make space for the enemy standees. And I just took the boxes, again, because I'm insane and never get rid of this type of stuff, and I tucked them off to the side here. I figure I'm not really going to need those at all, and so I just have the miniatures hanging out over here, as well as these trays, and then this is the 4 boxes of secret information to be opened at a later point. Now cards, they're fairly self-explanatory. Available items, and then secret stuff, unavailable items, has a divider over here, and that goes in this slot. And then we also have our battle goals in their own slot. And then similarly, we have monster attack modifiers, as well as the curse and bless cards on a separate divider. So those go over here. And then we have the events, which I'm not going to show you anything, but again, we have a divider for new events and encountered events. You'll notice I kind of messed mine up, but that's my own fault there. And then I have the stuff that's just kind of tucked away in front here. That's stuff that I just don't use. So one thing is the initiative tokens. I found that keeping track of whose initiative is coming up just wasn't really something I needed help with. So I just throw those up front here. And then once you're past the tutorial, you take out the basic cards that are associated with some of the earliest monsters that you fight. And those are never to be used again. And so I just have those tucked away up front here. They still go in there. I just couldn't bear with myself if I got rid of them. Then we have all the monsters. So the monsters themselves, as per the instructions of the book, I have them bagged with their individual monster cards. One thing that I'll say, in order to get this to work, you don't want all of your monsters stacked one on top of another. You want them kind of spread out within the baggie, so that way they can be a little bit more consolidated and about the width of the cards themselves. And then I have them standing up like index cards here, and you can just kind of flip through them as you need them. But underneath all of them, I keep envelopes for the monsters to keep track of their life, as well as all the monster cards in there. So it does mean that in order to access that, I have to remove all these, but you can quickly put them away again, kind of like index cards laying on their side, rather than the flat side down stacking upward, which doesn't work for anyone. Some of these end up having to go kind of to the side to make maximum use of the space, and that seems to work perfectly. Fine. Now, the last thing that we have in here is we have the elemental chart, and then all 4 of the characters we've used at this point. Oh, these cards I guess should be in here, but we don't really use them that much, so we had them at the bottom. We've used all 4 characters at this point, and so we just keep all the information associated with each character in the individual boxes here. I'll crack one open so that way we can take a look. Okay, so you can see in here we have all of our stuff put away. Now let's take a look at what Mike's been doing with our red guard. Kind of the back of the thing is the actual character sheet here, as well as the character card. Those fit at the back of the envelope. And then we have the do not open stuff, and then all of the character stuff that we have access to presently. And we put those side to side. And then this is his attack modifier deck as designed right now with any equipment that he has. And then he also has the additional attack modifier stuff that comes as a result of perks. And if you have those sideways in here, you can fit them on top of each other, so that way they take up the space of an individual card. So if the box weren't on it, that's how it would look inside of the box. And then we throw all of our character tokens on top and then seal that sucker up. And so let's go ahead and put everything back in the box, see if it all works out. So this guy goes on here. As I said, we have our character dials are going to be split into 2 groups. It is a little spongy there, don't worry too much about that. This is our component tray, goes on top, and again, it'll be a little bit spongy, you just kind of mush it down a bit. And then spiral bound books, we're going to have both spirals on one side, and that's going to go right there. You can see there's a little additional elevation here, but it's evening things out. Then we have my map, and now it's almost perfectly even. Stickers, and then all of our paper notebook components is going to go on top, looking nice. And then we put this here, and no extra slough at the bottom. Everything is fitting perfectly nicely in there. All right, that is it. That's how you get all the components back into Jaws of the Lion without having to get rid of any of your inserts. But if any of you have any tips or tricks that you found in trying to get this all back together without having to collapse those boxes even, then let us know in the comments below. Thanks again for all of your support for the review. The kind words are sure appreciated. And it means the world to me. So yeah, that's it for this super casual, really quickly produced video, and I hope that all of you have a good time playing the game. I know that me and my group sure have. So thanks again for watching. I've been Jack for the Cardboard Herald.
If you enjoyed this video, we have all kinds of other reviews, interviews, and recommendations via writing, podcasts, and video here on our channel and website cardboardherald.com. Our content is audience supported, so if you want to show your support, please visit our Patreon. Thank you so much for watching. This has been the Cardboard Herald.